given who you are you doing what you should be doing? If not, what should you be doing?
Yeah.
T just straight at that. So let me think about it for a little bit.
Basically.
You know what it is, yeah? Even if I didn't know what I was supposed to do, I would say I'm where I'm supposed to be. 100%. I think things become clearer as time goes on. But for me, yes, I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to. As I said like a while ago, like I've tapped into like life path numbers and destiny numbers and astrology and tarot readings and you know, just my relationship personally with the universe and stuff. And I'm always getting messages through everything, and it's told me like what I'm supposed to do. Like, so even when I didn't know I was on the path, if I like went back on readings a year back, it explained it literally explained my entire year before I knew. So I'm like, how can I not know? So like, this is what I'm saying, like in regards to like, yo, I am that guy, as in I know because of what the universe is. It's just sending me like everything. Like I literally have the cheat code. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And is that through like visions and things like that? Or is it like?
Unfortunately, I can't. Well, not yet. I don't get visions yet. But it's more through readings. Like the radio will speak, like say something in regards to something else that I would say, or the numbers, the angel numbers, seeing them everywhere, or my
all the time, innit?
I relate so
or
much.
All the time.
Or my partner will just confirm some stuff that I wasn't really asking for, but like, I see it through people too. So I could be speaking with you and something entirely different is happening over there, but then you say something that confirms something, and I'm like, there you go. So I know I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be in that.
T?
I think mine's somewhat similar to Ant's. I feel like there's times where I question, am I where? I know I am where I'm supposed to be, because otherwise I wouldn't be here. But sometimes I question, should I be maybe a little bit further ahead, or should I be tightening the reins?
Is that because of age? Is that because of your situation?
No, before I would have said yeah to them things, but like yourself, with things like readings and stuff like that, there's certain things where I've realised, you know, when you take things on, how you absorb things or how you understand things isn't always just as it's written. So you've got to put it in context. So it's like, if it says, oh, I should be doing this, I'm thinking, but that's completely off of what I'm doing. But then when I actually put it, I'm like, no, it's not. It is what I'm doing, but I haven't looked at it from that angle. But I'd pretty much say I am where I am. And for me, because of this, I'll be honest, like the growth that I've done through doing Dissecting Minds is immense. And I feel like for anywhere I'm supposed to be that I feel like I am not yet, this is helping to put me there, because it's what can be simple conversations lead you off, and it's like I come off when I'm offset, I'm not sitting here just thinking, oh, what's the next topic for us to feed to people? Like, I've always said that I feel like my purpose is to share certain things with people, to help people. I've never been specific with which way I think it's going to be, but with us doing this, we're helping people, we're broadening people's minds, but it's not just about everybody else, it's about me too. So I do come offset, and we've had conversations and my mind is going afterwards, but I'm checking myself.
It's like what I said, right? It's like, it starts becoming about we when you deal with you first. So first of all, it is about us individually, but we're on different roads, which has kind of like come together, right? But once you unpack that, you always know it's always about we.
Yeah.
As humanity in a sense. You get what I mean? So that makes sense.
So yeah, so I suppose in short the answer is yes.
Yeah.
I'm on that journey. I just think it's from here where we're going next, but I'm definitely on the path to where I'm going. What about you?
Do you know where you're going, or is it just like
I don't know. I used to, but I no longer believe in final destinations in that sense, because I feel like wherever you get to, wherever you think is the final destination, once you've got there, there's somewhere else to go to.
You start realizing like you're so small in what's happening.
Yeah, because it's like you get to that point, you think, oh, this is what I'm aiming to do, but once you get there, now what?
I actually
like,
don't think.
I
actually don't think that. I actually think personally, like, none of this matters. I actually think, right, life has no meaning but the meaning that you give it.
to it.
Yeah.
No, and I believe that's what it is. Like, I believe
which is what makes us crazy.
But well, you know what they say about
in life,
crazy,
What?
They're geniuses.
Well, yeah.
Sorry, guys. No, but you think about it.
Well, I've called some people crazy out of like, no, you're
okay,
mad.
that's a different.
But
that's a different crazy.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you see how they'll say, our life, like I suppose I used to have that notion that life's already mapped out, so whatever's to be will be, and it's like, no, it's what you make it. Like if I don't want to be that person, I don't have to stay. I'm like that saying says, you're not a tree. You don't have to stay in one place.
Yeah.
I also enjoy not knowing.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy not knowing what's coming, and then discovering.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Like I'll give you an example. When I was a kid, and I've been reflecting recently, we're going to touch on that in a little bit, but I remember how present I was. Like I vividly remember with music, with everything, I was so present, and I'm trying to go back to there. So like to me, my thing it's been a cycle. Like, okay, cool, I was in a kid, I was really like, I was going through lots of different trauma, but I was still present and happy with myself. Got to a point as a teenager, and then kind of lost my way a little bit, but that was on purpose, because that same trauma all those years has then reconnected me to now, to then actually having to go back to the kid. And discovering
it's your cycle.
That's when you're more free though, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you're a child.
That's it.
It's
the only time
and you're free of thought. And this is why I said what I said about animals and us. Like when they're freer than us, because they don't. We just think of dumb shit. Like so much dumb. Like we got so much unnecessary shit in life. Don't get me wrong. It's like special for what it seems to be right now, but we hardly need any of this shit.
Half of the stuff we give meaning to won't serve us in many years' time. And also, like a lot of the time, when you look at if we look at the depth of value, like we look at outside ourselves, but us as creations is crazy. Like when I'm deep in it, like the other day when we were sitting, I was like, bro, the universe, you. And then you're thinking about cell and blood and stuff like that. I'm like, the depth of our creation is crazy. But also the depth of our world is actually crazy. We're there focusing on flipping stuff we don't even have a real interaction with, across the waters or whatever. When in this room there's mad stuff. You're like, wow. It's
like what I said, right? We don't see things as they are. We see things as we are. That alone says that we're fucking blind. Yeah. That we're not really seeing anything for what it truly is, because they've programmed us to chair.
Most of these things come in because money was put into the world.
Why is that a chair? Do you get what I mean? Why? Yeah. Because you say so. You get what I mean?
Because you sit on it. But so why is it a chair? It still don't answer the question.
Why can't it just be?
That's what it.
Yeah, what I mean, it's like, what do you mean? It's just all just fucking.
Making me sit here like this.
But yeah, the path for me. Sorry, did you?
No.
No, I'm saying the path for me is I'm definitely especially I've always known, but I've never known. I've always known I've got something. People say but I think what it is that I never truly saw it in me. And the last couple of years, I've truly been yo, maybe I am. So we went to maybe I am to, you know what, I'm resonating with me a bit more. Oh shit, I'm this light B. Now I'm at a point where it's I remember last year, the year before, I just had something in me that was saying nothing can dim my light. Doesn't matter what you throw at me, and then the universe is throwing stuff at me, like. But on a human level, that would be very traumatic. But for me, I'm like, that's the training. I see you. What it is.
And on the human level, sometimes it's ego to everybody else.
Yeah, like
it just becomes
even death.
negative.
Death to me now, I've just it clicked. Like I've said it enough times for it to be like, shit. Death's not the worst thing that can happen. Not to say I'm gonna kill myself,
Mate, it could
but
be
actually, there might be a new realm or dimension we go to that could be like, why do I have to fear that? That's not crazy to fear. Not to say I want to die, but it's to say that
you shouldn't have to fear it though.
That new meaning now is empowering, because I'm like, okay, well, anyone that I lose now, they're on their journey to the next realm or wherever it is. Let's celebrate their life. They had life. You know, not everyone makes it to life. So, you know.
I think to know is to know that you know nothing at all.